All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Call of the Night, Season 1, Episode 7. All right.
Okay, we actually fully wrapped up that arc with Shirakawa in the one episode. Cool. Yes, because she has a job to get back to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she is still a working adult.
And sometimes a massage is great, but sometimes just getting to talk about your stuff, your issues, what have you, just the general gossip, but also like, nah, my job is kind of horrible. And actually is more healing than even the massage, which at some point, that's a little bit of cope because, you know, maybe you just want a better massage when you don't know what you're not getting.
Yeah.
Well, she does actually because she
got it before. But,
so.
you know, Ko did have that X factor that he added because he kind of sort of not really confessed his eventual love to her or said that he would make her fall in love with him.
But even did not tell any of that to her.
Right. She does not know that, but he said that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think in a lot of ways he's knowing that that's not what he's actually doing. He's doing this primarily just to encourage her and saying like, hey, the nightlife is always here for you.
Even the things that seem impossible, like becoming a vampire.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
知り合いとかに見られないかと少し不安にな。
ヤモリくん。
誰だ？どうする？いや、考えても仕方ない。覚悟を決める。
Oh,
こんばんは。
hey.
私も休日にお買い物してるときに上司とか呼ぶ。
Okay.
Yep.
Arc's not over.
仕事帰りですか？
今日は比較的早く上がれたんだ。
これで早いんだ。
Yeah. Rough.
私ね
Yeah.
ヤモリくんにお礼を言いたかったんだ。いざとなったら
Yeah.
私を吸血鬼にしてくれるんでしょ。かなり気が楽になれたんだよ。
Yeah.
ありがとうヤモリくん。
不思議な気持ちだ。お礼を言われることは慣れてる。学校では率先していろいろ。
Well, using the double negative for that definitely seems to think that it's pretty close to that, though. At least how it
人のた
feels
め
to
になん
you.
て思っていない。
Hmm.
僕は自分勝手な感情で助けたい。なんて思ってしまったんだ。アムド。まあこれくらいなら。
Oh,
Oh. And now torrential downpour.
bro, you could literally just hop into the
Yeah,
right
just
there.
Step 5 feet to the side.
Step 5 feet to the side.
Ducks under the overhang. Nazuna,
Yeah.
could you come fly and get me?
I need your cloak. Yes.
Yeah.
びっくりした。いきなり降るな。喫煙所って雨宿り。
Spot the potential arc character
ナンパかな。
and a younger girl too. Yep.
今見てたっしょ。
Uh-huh.
Just already there.
今の何かわかる？
Uh.
お金あげるからって言われちゃった。
Oh.
Crime. Hmm.
大変ですね。
Damn.
あの人って
Uh-huh.
別にナンパ待ちしてたんだもん。
Ah.
ピュアな質問いいね。だからかな。
Very innocent. Yep.
ここで遊んで恋愛ごっこしてる。カラオケ行ったり、酒飲んだり、暇つぶし。
It's just something to do.
Right.
なんでさっきの人は断ったの？なんですか？
好みじゃなかったから家帰ってもさつまんないじゃん。
Yeah, then mission failed, you know?
Right.
僕が言えたことではないけど、この人の夜遊びは少し。
Yes.
No, not necessarily.
高校生だよな。多分。
I think that's probably the most potentially dangerous part. Yeah.
やらしい。ねえ。もっと
Oh my god.
そういうの誰にでもするの。
She just said no because.
Yeah.
ないと思うんだけど。
テレビ見ながら言っても説得力ない。
Yeah.
違う。本当にそんなつもりでは。
Well, also, remember what I said about like coming out here because I wanted to mess with people?
俺のジュースちょっと。
Yep. And he
ジュー
follows.
ス返してよ。
もう飲んじゃった。
I'm surprised he calls it a juice. Why?
Yeah.
It's a Coke. Like.
全然楽しくないんだよね。刺激がないっつうか、やりたいこともうまくいかないし。
この人もそうなのか。俺と同じ。
What?
俺もそうだから。
Oh.
優しいんだね。ヤモリこうくん。
Ah. Okay. Had a feeling.
Whoa.
Yeah, she had the little fang.
Dang.
Cool.
I didn't think they were gonna go all the way with it.
Yeah. Back off.
噂になってんぜ。特定の人間とつるんでるバカがいるってよ。
Yeah.
眷属にするわけでもなく、そいつはお前ルール違反だろ。
Against the rules, you say.
ちゃんと子作りしなきゃ。てめえは
Whoa.
口うるせえ姑。ナズナが人間と仲良くしてるって聞いたからさ、どんなやつなのかと思って見に来た。
Ah, so could you tell, like,
Yeah.
that it was him, you know?
You could smell her on him or something.
生かしてちゃダメだろ。吸血行為は眷属に
Whoa, hang on now.
一滴残らず吸い尽くして殺すかだ。
That arm's still a little weak, isn't it? Oh,
Uh-oh.
捕まえた。
crap.
ちょっとこの子
But,
Oh, oh no.
oh no, there's more vampires that want to suck me.
コウ君どこやった。
Ah.
ちぎれじゃん。ウケる。
ビビった。
No.
っていうか吸血
I will say though, this vampire is more my type.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
ヤモリ君だったかしら。
Yes, mommy? I mean,
What?
ナズ
what?
ナと仲良くしてくれてるんですって。降りるわよ。下噛まないようにね。
That's good. Very helpful.
ようこそ。
Oh.
人間の少年。
Oh, there's a lot of
真
them.
似してすまないね。
Oh, it's not a filmmaking club, Jacob. It's
No.
a vampire club.
Yep. Although, I don't know, maybe they also filmed themselves when doing the suck.
顔がいいって言ってたな。なるほど。
Oh.
ヤモリ君だったっけ？この中で好きなタイプを選びたまえ。指名した相手が君を吸血鬼にする。殺さないで
Well, well,
Spare your
well.
life.
吸血鬼の存在を知り、我々にとって脅威なんだ。
Right.
だから
Yeah.
選択させてやる。平田ニコか、小箱部緑、鈴代初か、後ろの本田カブラ。ああ、最初にあっ
Honda,
た
yes.
秘境セリでもいいぞ。
Wood.
Yeah.
俺ナズナちゃんがいいんだけど。
No.
マジで？いやいやいや、おかしいだろ。
He explains the whole thing to them.
私らを蹴って。
Oh my god.
あの恋愛学一生赤字
Oh my god. That's hilarious. What a line.
That was fantastic.
ちょっと話が急だったからねえヤモリくん、どうせ最終的には私のこと
おい、
Yes.
聞き捨てならないな。
Oh my
私がお
god.
前より劣ってる。
そうは言ってないよ。ただ
Right.
ニコちゃんって童貞受け悪いでしょ。
Hang on.
She is popular with the not virgins. though.
私
I
が
mean,
一番合ってるでしょ。
何の喧嘩してんの？
私童貞好きだし。
そう。
okay, first off,
童貞って決め打ちして話。
You literally
the
smell a
virgin.
virgin. Yeah.
童貞ですけど。
yeah.
Admits it immediately.
ほら、やっぱりニコちゃんは合わないよ。
私、結構気が合うと思うんだよね。ヤモリ君とは。
We will?
Such
Yeah.
as.
ニコちゃんの気が合いそう作戦。先
に
そういうことで僕も使う。
Damn.
喜ばない男はいい。
Damn.
ああ、でも確かにニコさんってこの中で一番ナズナちゃんに似てますしね。
God damn.
どこがあのひも手女に似とるんじゃ。
Your hair?
喋り方とか。そもそもナズナちゃんってモテない。
Fantastic.
あ
Let me tell you
あ。
about.
顔はいいからな。
ナズナちゃんはね、モテようとしてないんだよ。
人間に惚れさせ眷属を効率的に増やすためにスクフルなことに長けているの。
Yes,
そう
yes.
進化してきた。私らはみんな等しくモテやすい。モテるように生活している。
I see.
Perfect.
実はそれをしたがらない。
You know what? We could get unlimited seasons of anime out of this.
Yep, yep.
気になってる男の子って可愛いのに。
しさとか切実さみたいなのがキュンとくるんだよ。
なんだこの。
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is going on here?
だやつどうしたん？
そういえば俺から聞いてないね。
彼女と別れたって LINE。
This is adorable.
うわ、一番
ちゃ苦手。
お前らのその女子女子した会話が大っ嫌いなんだよ。
Nice.
惚れさせる気もない人間と遊んでるお前をいい加減みんなやべえと思って、このままじゃ危ないのはあいつなんだぞ。
Him?
人間のガキと遊んでんのか知らねえが。
合ってるよんなこと。
分かってないだろ。だからこうしてうちらがわざわざ
なんだよ。殺されに来たのか。できる予定だし。
マジ？いつものその場のごまかしじゃないよな。何？男いんの？あいつはうちらの誰かがちゃんと眷属にするか殺してやっ。
You're not picking up on.
No, I actually do.
Read the
kinda
room.
Like him.
だからさ。
ヤモリくん、
Oh my
私
god.
ヤモリくんの話が聞きたいな。
運べ緑の得意とする。
君に興味あるな。
どういう子が好きなの？
この
Okay.
話術で数々のコミ。
隣の方が話しやすいからそっち行っていい？
流れるような。
I feel like it doesn't work when you tell the person
Yeah.
that it's all to make them attracted to you.
になるには効果的と言われてはいるけれど。
力技で行くなら隣はやはり。
Do you know why sitting diagonal is a good call?
So that they get
You
the
figured
front
it
view
out?
and the profile.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
ありかなしかで言うならなしですけど。
Yeah. Yeah.
っていうか俺好きとかよくわからなくて。
Uh-huh.
別に小運びさんに限ってなしってことじゃなくて。
He's honest.
っていうのがどういうことかまだよくわかんないんですよね。
Right.
初めて男になしって言われた。とにかく誰かを好きになって吸血鬼化しな。
Wait, what? Yeah, can we talk about that?
自分が置かれてる
Do you understand?
分かってる。
You're a threat to vampires.
選択肢を与えるのは我々の慈悲だ。吸血鬼になるつもりもない君。
But I'm wanting to be turned by her, so.
俺は吸血鬼。
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. What's going on?
Fantastic!
どういうこと？
死にたくないから嘘言ってるわけ。
No, I
No,
legit wanna-
genuinely.
ナズナはそれ知ってんの？
Uh-huh. I told her.
だから俺はナズナちゃんのこと好きになりたいんです。
Oh. Her tiny little
Hi.
mouth like.
ナズナ。
ナズナちゃん。
She's stun locked.
まさか。ダメダメ。顔真っ赤になってる。
She can't show it.
Yeah.
Yep.
話せないよこれ。
Uh-huh.
Incredible.
恋愛系の話ダメなの治ってないの。
ナズナちゃん。
Actually beat Red.
うる
Yeah.
さい。話しかけるの。
Do you have any idea what it takes for a vampire to blush?
で肩借りて立ち上がるときにガバッとさ。うるせえ。帰るぞコウ君。
Right. The difference between manufactured attraction and interest versus genuine
お前は私たちに言わなきゃいけないことがあるだろう。
んだよニコ。
恋バナに決まってんだろうが。なあお前ら。
そりゃそうでしょ。
どうして行くのか。
I don't want him to. I mean, maybe I do, but
No,
like,
she does, but she doesn't want to scheme it.
Uh-huh.
She wants it to happen from lots
Right.
of quality time that they spend
Yeah.
together.
私たちとも深く関わろうとしなかったあなたが、でも眷属を作ろうとしなかったあなたがこの子を特別扱いするのはなぜ？
Oh my gosh, Ara.
ナズナと予定が合わない時だけでも私と遊んでみない？カブラの悪い癖だ。ねえ、ヤモリ。
薄汚ねえ手で人の獲物に触んなよカブラ。どうに殺すぞ。
おい
Whoa,
おい。
whoa, 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 whoa.
ナズナ。
no need to get violent here.
身内同士での殺しはさすがに見逃せねえぞ。
I like the way Nico is clearly the leader here, but she's actually very reasonable. Weirdly, like,
Yeah.
like
眷属作りを嫌っていた
despite having this very wild setup here.
Uh-huh. So what gives?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
今までの人間と何が違う？できれば私はこの場を恋バナで終わらせたいと思っている。そうじゃないと。
コウ君に何かしたらただじゃおかな
ナ。ズナちゃんは俺の血が美味しいって言ってた。ナズナちゃんと出会って
Yeah,
好きに
honesty.
なりたいと思った。
You're kind of letting Nazna off the hook here. She should be honest about her feelings, but
Right,
they
right,
should
right.
not be trying to force her to do this
俺
right
の
now.
血を
Exactly.
吸いたいナズナちゃんと吸血鬼になりたい俺。これ以上に言うべきことって
We both have needs, and you know.
ヤモリ君にはわからないだろうけど、私たち
Why do you need to trust her in this, though?
Yeah.
本当は眷属になんか
Oh.
君と私たちを騙す。
Oh,
Yeah.
No, no,
right,
I
which
get
still
it.
ties into
Someone that's still a threat to vampires.
好きになりたきゃ好きにしろって言ってくれました。
そうかそうか。
Oh.
そういうことか。
Oh, this could get mean really quick, actually.
七草さんなりの照れ隠しなんだと思うけど、
Part of
好き
it.
になったなんて言わなくていいってことじゃない。勝手に吸血鬼になれみたいな。
Right.
そういう暗黙の了解ってことじゃないかな。
全然ロマンチックじゃない。
Well.
その方がズッコン箱のできちゃった子みたい。
Wait, she says it!
They
like
actually
that!
just says it out loud.
Yes!
下ネタが好きなのって
This is
ナズナちゃん
great.
だけなの。
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. But
Holy.
funnier.
突然さらってヤモリ君を殺したりはしない。
Yeah.
あんまり時間がかかるようならあれだが。
Oh.
俺何年かかっても吸血鬼になるつもりなんで。
Huh?
Years.
なんすか。
They just said time. Well, oh. Okay. We just shook up the whole dynamic
Yeah.
of the show.
I love all of the different layers of commentary this
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
into here. There's the, hey, you're a danger to him, potentially because it's the you could just kill him,
Sure.
but he's actually trying to become a vampire, which if he's trying to become a vampire, then they're like, hey, we actually want him to become a vampire, because
Right.
then he's kind of in the future one of us. Which is a great representation of the whole, like, hey, don't just mess around with him, you'll hurt his feelings, right?
But they don't
then-
know him.
No, but they don't know him. Yeah, but they're deciding they care about him, right? Because, you know, it's
I
a
think
situation.
it's more the thing of where we have to remove all the assumptions about what we know about vampires. Mm-hmm. Their whole thing is that, vampires,
Propagate
if you're
the
going to
species.
be a vampire, we as a species need to, like,
Right.
procreate. So,
You gotta have that picket fence and 2.5 kids.
no,
Not doing that. What are you doing?
No. It's even more specific. It's the commentary on, like, women can't just have sex lives. You need to be
You're just supposed
baby
to be a
makers.
baby maker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The only reason to have sex is to make
to have
babies.
babies.
Yeah. It's like, wow, with the
Wait.
narrative nuance of a freight train, but like
Wait, so you're having sex. Mm-hmm. You're not using protection. Mm-hmm. But you're also making sure you don't have a kid. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, we've gone
This
through
is
6
awesome.
episodes of the anime, which is, some
Yep.
chapter amount of the manga, which
Right.
means it's time now for the main linear plot to come in.
Exactly.
No more episodic random girls or what have
Right.
you. We
All of
get
them all at the
5
same
girls
time.
all at the same time
And
here.
they all vampires.
They all vampires,
Okay.
and they all want you.
Yeah,
You know
it's-
what? I love this because they could have just stopped right there. But they didn't. They
Right.
went down the road of, let me show you how, specifically in this case here, women who are interested in getting a guy use very, very clever little tactics to, like, kind of make
Yep.
you feel like
Right.
you're interested, you're special, you're the one. Just a tactic. That's all it is
Yeah.
necessarily. Then, oh, no, don't stop there. No. We're not doing this because we specifically need to kill him. No. We just have a little bit of worry that based on the way that she's kind of playing with you, but not, finishing the job.
Yeah.
We're like, wait, she could use you in a way that could be harmful to vampires, but also, this is kind of fucked up, actually.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So you don't know. You might be getting taken advantage of right
Yeah,
now. So then it's like, wait, the vampire girls are actually not bad
They're
at all.
They're an intervention.
They're an intervention, yeah. And then it's the, wait, no, you don't get it. I consent and I'm cool with all of this.
I want to become a vampire.
And then they're like, wait, hold,
They're-
like, we get that,
hang on,
but like,
hang on,
you could
hang
be a
on.
vampire with any of us, but you don't want it to be with any of us. You want it to be with her specifically, even though she's specifically kind of not making it easy for you.
Right. Well, and see, that's what you don't realize is that in and of itself is also a type. Now,
Oh, it absolutely is a type,
Now,
but I
Nazuna
think-
is not doing that for that purpose or whatever. That's just who she is.
No, that's the best part. That's the best part
Yeah.
specifically is that it's not because that's his type or that's not even because that's Nazuna's type.
Right.
It's the idea that she's trying to figure out really
Mm-hmm.
what it is to genuinely love someone and to fall in
Yeah.
love with them. She is the exact same type as Yamori or whatever here. He
Mm-hmm. Yep.
is also
Oh, yeah.
struggling to figure out, wait, what does it mean actually to like someone or to fall in love with them
Right.
or for them to be the
And-
one or special or something? And so
Yep.
they're kind of fucking around till they
Right.
find out.
And so-
yeah, I think it's really cool
This
that the
is-
show just kind of took the linear story approach beginning
Right.
pivot switch here
And
to
threw it out the
basically
window
say
and said, "Hey, here's what we're doing."
basically to say, hey, this is what the show is.
Right.
This is where the characters are at.
Yep.
We have more characters that are aware of where the characters are
Uh-huh.
at. And I mean, in a lot of ways, this is really good progress, actually.
Oh, yes. So there were so many different layers that I haven't even finished counting them up yet in my mind, right? So, of why this is awesome. One, okay, cool. Yeah, we broke from the formula of, one character getting introduced and we spend a couple episodes with them or whatever and, all that stuff, right? That definitely worked very well for the characters that we got introduced to. But the fact that Ko is who he is, that means that it's not likely that he would end up meeting a bunch of people like this and just randomly get to know them super well, right? So immersion-wise, this fixes that. Yes. 2, yes, progress, like you said. All right, cool. Now we have more or less the whole cast, or at least a large portion of the cast now introduced.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what percentage of the cast this is. It's more of just something where you're right in that this is an efficient way to introduce a lot more of the cast really quickly.
And then on top of that, if we're going for the whole thing of, yes, and now all these girls will be interested in Ko, one, it's being upfront about it. Mm-hmm. They are actively saying that. It's not some, bullshit, blushing desu, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
Or trying to then fake a presentation of progress.
Exactly, right?
It won't actually go anywhere.
No, they actually are interested in him. We know exactly why they're interested in him. It's for the same reason, to an extent, that Nazuna is interested in him, so it fits in tone with the show and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And then 2, on top of that again, it's additional perspectives on the relationship dynamic of our main 2 protagonists.
Right.
And so they can give commentary on what's happening.
Right.
Because while currently our main commentary is from Akira, who is a human, and that's a good perspective to have.
Yes.
We don't have the vampire perspective, and that is absolutely one that would be needed, right?
And in some ways, Nazuna has specifically withheld that for her own reasons.
Right.
Because it's a situationship.
Yep.
She's
embarrassed. She's, not wanting to be...
Well, I was going to say, she's not actually wanting things to progress that quickly.
Right.
The reason why is probably a multifaceted one. But at the very least, one of the reasons that we can see is because... she's unsure about all this. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Right.
She's fumbling around and being like, it feels kind of great. And it's kind of wonderful, but I'm still just kind of exploring and doing stuff. I'd be very shocked to find out if she's sired potentially more than maybe 1 or 2 or 3 people as a vampire ever in her whole life.
I wouldn't be surprised if she never had.
Oh, I would be surprised if she's not sired at least 1.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I like that.
No. It's a number that is 1 or more.
Okay.
I know that for a fact with the way that they're presenting this. Sorry, I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying, I have a very specific vibe with the way this episode progressed, that it's like, oh no, she's definitely sired. A person
right.
vampire.
And so, not only is it something where their introduction both gives the thing of, hey, all these, sexy vampire girls are going to fawn over our main character, right? While also being something that, for the reasons previously discussed, is helpful for the show and the, style that it does. Sure. But it also gives us extra insight into Nazuna. And with how these characters are, right, within the meta of, have all the sexy vampires that fawn over the main character, I absolutely understand how Nazuna got to be the way that she is, right? Because in a society where everything is about, no, you must do all these things, it's all about the romance, it's all about drawing them in, it's all about being attractive, and blah, 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 and bombarding her with that, of course she'd pull away from it. Of course she'd be like, that shit's kind of embarrassing or whatever. I don't know how I feel about
fake.
that, right?
It's fake. It's not actually real. One of the things that I think we've seen quite a bit here is the thing that makes Yamori or Ko so fun as a protagonist is that he's pretty blunt and honest.
Yep.
He's pretty straightforward about the fact that he doesn't really know or understand this stuff, but he really does want to be a vampire.
Right.
So from the standpoint of what his characterization is, if we take the blood thing out of the equation, what is the primary difference between him and these girls? They're not honest. Everything about what they do is a crafted, manufactured, deceptive lie to attract and engage other people.
Yep.
But you know what they don't show specifically?
What?
Is the way in which they're intentionally building connection with each other. The only way in which their connection is actually addressed this episode is through the gossiping about the manipulative, crafted, manufactured, attractive stuff for this. So if she doesn't do that, how can she connect with them?
Yeah, of course she's going to.
They're literally going to, ostracize her just by the
or
like.
she'll ostracize herself because she votes herself out of that camp because that's not what she wants to do.
And I gotta say, this is probably the part that the episode is just kind of honestly a bit too blunt with it for me. Like I don't need the themes to be that unsubtle. I get it, but like this is kind of a like. Don't you just hate it when girls are like this, you know? Like they're just all just smiles and plastic and trying to just say whatever you want to hear. Don't you want a girl that just just
is genuine and
it's
loves
just
you
genuine and just just wants to fuck basically, like no bullshit. Like let's just get to it. It's just like all right, okay.
So there's I am definitely taking all of that and for my own sake, the show did not necessarily, I don't think, gave anything to make it seem like this is what we're supposed to do.
No.
But I am intentionally putting it through the lens of these are vampires, and so they really do not understand people at all.
But they do. But that's their whole thing.
No, right. They do from the standpoint of the, we can get the, say the thing to get the guy to talk about himself. Yes, absolutely, right? And it also is fun from the standpoint of, yes, hey, by the way.
We know how to attract people.
Right. By the way, guys, if you didn't know this, this is absolutely something that, might happen. And so, and it might also make you look like kind of an idiot if you're just taking every excuse to talk about yourself. But the fact that they do all this to Ko after literally saying that this is what they do.
Right.
That it's all bullshit and it's all fake.
Well, because they're not just saying that. They said, we're going to kill you. They said that early, too. Like,
that's true.
You're a threat to vampires. So choose.
You must choose.
You must choose. They basically said, hey, there's 5 of us here. Mm-hmm. You're not leaving here alive without choosing one of us.
Right.
So they start that under the premise of which of these types of attracted, manufactured kind of setups here do you find the most interesting?
Right.
Like, which is your type? And it's the wait. I don't get it. I'm going to become a vampire. Like,
right. Yeah.
It's just going to take some time, but
and the idea of them being so floored by the wait, you legit want to become a vampire? Hang on.
Also the idea that like, wait, bro, you're really that dumb? Like, you think Nazuna's going to let you eventually become a vampire? It's also the thing of, like, this was the other thing that I thought was very unsubtle with the blonde vampire girl. Mm-hmm. The, some people just go out, hit a club, and they're like, yeah, I'll just fuck a random stranger, have a good night, and, I maybe get some free food and drinks out of the deal.
Sure.
You know what? That's a thing you can do. Yep. You know what? There you go. But I felt like that was something where they were also trying to say a little bit of like, oh wait, like, don't you realize that she's like using you? Like she's she's specifically just doing this, but she's never actually gonna let you hit. Like it's a you're not actually ever going to really be a vampire. She just wants to get what she wants out of you.
Right, the attention or the whatever and the, free food and drinks or whatever.
Right. So let us get you because we were operating under the idea that you don't want to be a vampire until you said you do want to be a vampire.
Yeah, it is. Well,
that was the part where I was like, wait a minute. So
yeah. So
am I missing something here?
I get the feeling that what the angle that they're going for, right, is that because we can't trust what Nazuna's doing, or there's the possibility
they don't trust it.
No, yeah. They don't trust what Nazuna's doing.
Gotcha.
Right. There is the possibility that she hasn't even told Ko how the whole vampire turning thing works. Right? There's also
she was right about the love thing. I thought that might have potentially been a lie. I was operating under the idea that there was an aspect of it where it's like, no, it's not actually needing to be that deep, but that's what Nazuna wants him to do is to fall in love with her.
Cool. Yeah,
and so she's like, I don't want to force him to fall in love with me.
Right.
I want him to believe that in order to be a vampire, he needs to fall in love with me. And if he can't actually fall in love with me as me, then yeah, I don't want to spend the rest of my life with this guy who's my spawn or sire or what have you. Mm-hmm. And then it's the I guess this was fun, you know? Like,
Sure,
good luck.
yeah.
And I feel like that would make sense for Nazuna's character.
Oh, yeah,
But
and-
these girls confirmed, no, it is actually...
It is actually that.
It is actually that mechanically. Like,
Well, and regardless, that is a very fun, like, that the motivation is still that, even if the actual circumstances and the mechanics, like, she wasn't being dishonest about it. It is just the, you know, do you fall in love thing, which is then, you know, taking this back to the whole idea of the IRL situationship kind of setup.
Sure,
that is
sure.
absolutely a reason why someone might be in that situationship, wishy-washy, like they non-committal, but they do want the thing, you know, right? And so the other girls then coming in and being like, all right, you know,
we got to break this up.
we got it. Yeah,
You could be doing way better, dude. Like,
Right.
look at this. Like,
yeah,
look at
exactly,
this.
right?
It could be happening right
Like,
now,
we
tonight.
will make you feel things that will make you fall in love pretty darn quick. Like
That is actually probably the part that could be really good, deep conversation, though, is the idea that what these girls are offering is actually going to make him fall in love.
right. Well, and
Because
that gets
is he
into the-
falling in love with them, or is he falling in love with a presentation that they've manufactured
Oh,
to
sure.
simulate the feeling that he's in love with them?
Well, and even with the
Because
whole idea,
that's a really good
oh yeah, and
thing a lot of people end up dealing with.
yes, and the show has already brought that up, right? You know, that
Ooh,
just
through
because
what?
just because you think that you are in love with someone does not mean that you are actually in love with someone, right?
Oh,
and so
in
when
the general
you know,
sense. Gotcha,
right? And so
gotcha,
when
yeah.
Ko was like, "Oh, she kissed me. Whoa, I'm
Mm-hmm.
having these feelings. I must be in love with her. All right, make me a vampire. Whoa, hang on, dude. You know, like
Yeah, we have built that up pretty well.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a hard mechanic in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so something that could be additionally explored is the idea of yes, the endorphins and and hormones and stuff that you get from sex are fantastic. Can that absolutely make someone think that they're in love with someone? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Who's to say at what point the line gets crossed?
Yeah.
Right? Because that can absolutely cause those feelings to happen because you feel that level of attachment, right?
Yes.
And like this can absolutely get into the whole concept of or conversation of like what actually is love, because oftentimes I'm talking real people, when they say that they're in love with someone, that
Yes.
doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually in love with the person.
Or
You might-
that they're really feeling anything specific, too.
Sure, that can be that they think that they're in love with the person or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the similar way that it was with Ko. And the thing is, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's bad, right?
Right.
Because that is something that they are genuinely feeling. They're just
Right.
not as clinically aware of what it is that they're feeling, right? And so in this situation here, where, Yamori and Nazuna can keep having their little trysts, right? At some
Yeah.
point, yes, feelings will absolutely start to develop. In fact,
Is feelings love, though?
Right, feelings already are developing, right? But are feelings love? Because at the end of the day, that's still chemicals that happen in your brain.
Yeah.
And these ladies are very good at making chemicals happen in your brain.
But again, that brings up the very good point, though, of what is then love if not a series of chemicals all firing that
Right.
fire consistently when you're around or
Right.
thinking about or engaging with a specific person.
Well, and that's where I would say it goes into the whole idea of love being that decision, right? Because you can have a point where the chemicals aren't firing at any particular day, right? You're having an off day, whatever, right? But it's the, that putting the other person first, that's where it actually becomes something concrete, right?
But then the chemicals in some ways are irrelevant. The chemicals actually
sure.
have nothing to do with
Yes,
love.
but they can absolutely get you there, right?
No, but this is
like,
a very good point, though. If you are trying to basically say that when in the absence of the chemicals, do you then choose the person? That's basically just saying the chemicals are irrelevant.
Well-
because in a lot of ways, I could basically choose someone every day until the chemicals show up. And
Sure.
then it's something where it's like, oh, there you go.
Well, and that's kind of what Yamori's doing right here, right? It's the I don't fully understand how this works, and so in very realistic to how young teen attraction works, it's the I have decided to latch onto you, right? And so
Yes.
and so
Yes,
therefore
that's real.
this
That's
happens,
real.
right? And the thing is that who's to say that is cheapened or whatever because it's not the same as something that is informed, right? It's all
Who's
different.
to say?
Just the idea of having only one word for love is kind of reductive.
Oh,
right?
no, it absolutely is. We could absolutely get into the difference between a parent or like a familial love for children, a love between family in general, a love that goes to like passionate desire towards like objects and things.
Right. Like
there's all kinds of
if the
types of
Greeks
love.
could break it down into the 4 words, then okay, cool. There's
at
possibility
least
for
4.
additional distinction.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's not there's 4. It's there's at least 4. Right.
Yeah.
And so to say that the love of the 14-year-old that had their first crush is the same as someone that's been married for 30 years. No, that is not the same.
Yeah, or an immortal being that's basically wandering about trying to find something that will actually stimulate them and make them feel alive, because everything that everyone else in this space is talking about, that's love, just doesn't do it for me.
Right.
It's just not giving me any sense of the fulfillment, the joy, the purpose, all these other things that people talk about love as if it like gives these things, and it's the weight. But I don't feel that. Am I broken? Is there something wrong with me? And I hope the show really leans into that part of it.
Oh, I think
I feel like that's going to be a very relatable and very just powerful emotional journey, even if it's something that it's not the exact angle that they go on for maybe both of the characters.
Sure.
Because I could see them eventually starting to distinguish the difference between what Nazuna and Yamori's kind of
goal is.
Well, what their hiccup is with regards to love.
Okay.
Because I get the vibe. I get the vibe that Nazuna's issue is not that she's never experienced love before.
Okay.
But it's that when she experiences it in some way, there's some kind of internal boundary or wall or thing that she's trying to push through. And I feel like that I see so much storytelling potential in that.
Oh, yeah.
But Ko's or Yamori's is much more vague. It's not clear. It's not clear what his issue is directly, because he's operating from probably true ignorance, whereas she's probably not operating from true ignorance. I would guess, just from being immortal, just from having more time.
She has more experience and things to work with, therefore her position on it will be naturally more informed.
Yes.
Right? Doesn't mean that she doesn't still have issues and struggles.
No, I know, but I'm saying that I want there to be a distinction there.
Yes,
but I feel like there's one of them that's going to have that be a part of their a part of their issue.
Well, and I think that's part of the fun, right? Of having any kind of like romance story is that you can explore the idea of love from different angles because the characters will be different, and so they will have their different approaches to it. The end of episode cliffhanger stinger that might be what sends us into a 1-on-5 vampire fight, or maybe just another awkward conversation of Ko being like, and I'm dedicated to falling in love with her however many years that takes. Oh my God, fantastic. On the back of them saying, hey, you better do it quick or we're going to have to kill you.
He completely ignores
He completely ignores it. Now, the thing is, I feel like I could see inside this boy's head. They're vampires. They live forever. What is a few years, right?
Yep.
2, then on top of that, it's however many years it takes, that really sounds like you're talking about something real serious. Like we get into an arranged marriage, but I will fall in love with you eventually, right? Which is like, oh, damn, I see. But then,
do you realize what you're, like, committing to?
Right. But then
what
on top of that,
here,
this little reminder for these vampires that, yes, Ko is 14.
Yep.
Yes, it makes sense that it would take him probably a few years to even start to have an understanding of what love actually means, right? Because he's a kid, right?
Yep.
This is his whole first experience. He's in love with the idea of falling in love with Nazuna, right? He hasn't, the stuff has only...
He doesn't even really know Nazuna that well.
He's only started to get the fuzzy feelings of she kissed me and I liked that, right? Like, we've got a long way to go. This show can go on for a long time. These vampire ladies might not be particularly patient, which could cause some conflict.
Right.
But
it would be fun to see if they end up basically grabbing Nazuna and saying, "All right, blood oath contract. You have until he graduates. When he graduate high school? When I turn 18. Once he turns 18,
I haven't gotten out of middle school
yeah,
yet.
yeah, exactly. Once he turns 18, you know, you must make him a vampire
Or cut him loose.
or cut him loose to us, and we will decide what to do with him."
Yeah.
Ko, sorry, you do not get a choice in this deal
Right.
here. And
She revealed that she was okay. Actually, hang on. If it's that she's sucking his blood but not turning him into a vampire, which could be what it is, okay, cool. If it's you revealed yourself to be a vampire and they're still walking around as a living, breathing human.
That's a huge part of it.
That's what I feel like would be the most dangerous thing.
It is
And-
that, yeah.
And if that's what it is, definitely don't tell them we've been showing off that she's a vampire to like everybody. Like we don't really care about keeping it a secret much.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the kind of show where they're going to have real, like, hard world building in that regard there. Like,
from which angle? From the
from the
vampires angle?
idea
or-
of, like, who knows
no.
about vampires.
Oh no,
kind
definitely.
of thing.
No,
like,
no, not in like the whole public at large becomes aware of vampires. Not talking about that, but like it's a pretty regular thing that like character gets introduced, conflict happens, Nazuna reveals that she's a vampire
Yep.
because it simplifies things,
it does,
right?
yeah.
But if these vampires have an issue with coexisting, I feel like they might also take umbrage with
No,
the
that's
fact
why
that
she's not. That's why Nazuna's not in their little group, basically.
Oh, definitely.
Nazuna's on the fringes in their
Yes.
society, so they don't like her or trust her to
no,
begin with.
Definitely.
So the idea that she's going around spilling "I'm Batman" to everybody is
Right.
like, yeah, that's part of the reason why they don't like her.
Oh, yes. Just me thinking of like all the different things that they have to potentially freak out about of him being like, I want to be a vampire or it'll take a few years, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
To add to that list the idea that, oh yeah, we've told multiple normies about this.
Yeah. No, I know. If they say that,
Yep.
this is going to come out with claws. It's
Right.
like, all right, well, tell me their names. We gotta go kill them right now.
Uh-huh.
I mean, how many of them actually want to be vampires? Well, literally, probably all of them.
Yeah.
So you know what? All right, cool. They're all
Turns
vampires.
out the nightlife.
Turns
you're out
out
at
the
night-
call of the night is going to be pretty damn strong by the end of season 1.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
everybody we've met thus far is going to be a vampire by
Exactly.
episode 10.
Right. And then it's but they have to fall in love with you. Right. And the thing is, I don't think Office Girl has time for a relationship. So
people
you've got your work
disappointed
cut
in their
out
day
for
life, vampire matchmaking business. So you don't like your day life.
Okay,
I can pair you with a sexy vampire. All you need to do is basically surrender your soul and eternity,
Mortality
life,
or
mortality
whatever,
for
and- yeah.
all of eternity. Sound good?
Be sexy
okay,
forever.
wonderful.
Oh, darn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. Yeah. So I will have you paired up with, would you like Ada Ada? Would you like Ada Ada? Or would you like, Oni-chan? I don't know.
Right.
What's your shtick? There you go. We got you. We've got 5 very, very willing and able vampires to help set you up.
That's right.
That's what this show is going to be. What?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
They just trade offer. We can pit you into the position where if you're struggling with this whole reproduction issue, declining, population in, Japan and everything, we just make, more vampires. There you go.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
Oh man, this was
all
great.
right. This is wonderful. Yeah, show's taking a pivot, and
I'm
we're
here
only
for it.
halfway through the season. So,
That's right.
y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. Get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about the show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all next time.